This is Lucid Baba live. So now, basically, what I want to do is talk about players' lapses, especially Manchester United players. So what we'll be doing, we'll be analyzing players' lapses and maybe the positive and negative of each player individually. So we will try to be as fast as possible so that will not take too long on the video. So number one, the keeper, Lamens. Against Sunderland. So he was pretty stable, comfortable on the ball, and no unnecessary things. Just straight up basic goalkeeping, shoots the ball to the middle, and since you have the advantage of Sesko there, you should be able to contest. And basically, I believe average was above average, and it was not performance. Now, Dalo, on the other hand, Dalo has a problem, and that problem is he his body moves before his brain. So after he does something, that's when he thinks. And I don't know why he has this obsession of passing the ball without looking. I don't know. For whoever it is that he does that, he should watch that and try to improve on wherever it is. So that's a flop from Dalo. Um, Euro on the other hand, it seems his body movement and body language is always that kind of body language that is not always expecting the ball. So every pass takes him unaware. It's like he's flat footed whenever I be giving the ball, especially his pass between that him and Delete. So whenever Delete wants to pass the ball to him, the way he positions his body posture is not always. He looks surprised that they're passing the ball to him. So um, Euro should ensure that he's not caught flat-footed and always try to position his body well when he wants to receive the ball. So he should be very expectant every time they want to pass. He should know how to position his body to receive ball. So Delete on the other hand, okay, Delete was good, solid performance. But what I saw about Delete is that his confidence is lacking, especially given when they pass the ball to him in tight spaces that defenders closing up on him. He's not confident. So there's this hastiness and anxiety in his game that he needs to try and get rid of. So Shaw, on the other hand, is confident, but Shaw needs Shaw switches. Shaw sometimes on games he decides when to put in the look show that we know. So sometimes you just switch and you just wonder. So sometimes I refer back to what Mario said about him about using his brain to play, like using the Mario's brain. Mario was always telling him to do this, do that. So I think Shaw needs that every time in his game. There are some players that probably need, and Shaw is one that needs close monitoring, telling him what to do because he's he loses it sometimes. So Dogo, on the other hand, come on, Dogo, he needs to work on his stamina. He falls down every time, almost every time. He needs to work on his stamina for his height and his body. He gets down too easily and it pisses me off because, come on, guy, you have to be fit. It's giving me the player that is unfit. So he needs to work on that, his stamina. Oh, his positioning good, his finishing poor, and indecision. So because of his age, I would forgive all those lapses, but his stamina is and he should try to pass the ball into the box quickly. If that's to avoid do the basic. Don't overthink it. Once given the ball in very important positions, just put it in there and from then on you can improve. Now Bruno Fernandez, midfield. Bruno Fernandes doesn't have the positional discipline to play that position that Ruben Amorim wants. So it's a big thing. I don't know how they'll work that with Bruno Fernandes. Maybe they'll need to tell him or. But I'm of the opinion that you cannot teach a 30-year-old player how to play the game in that age. So I don't know how Hammer will do that, but Bruno Fernandes' position discipline is very poor. He likes the free roll position, so you don't give, especially in a two-man midfield, you don't give somebody that likes to play free roll. It's like a 10. You don't can't turn a 10 to play a two-man midfield. You need two people to just stand. So that's the lapse of Bruno Fernandes, rather. So Casemiro on the other hand, solid performance. I like what he does. All the other midfielders need to follow suit what Casemiro does. He is like a medium. He doesn't waste time, but giving ball passes to the other person. He's like a medium. You in that position, especially in two-man midfield, you don't overdo anything with the ball. You're just a medium. Take it to the next man. Take it to a medium. But one thing that is considering Casemiro is that after the 75th minute, Casemiro needs to be leaving the pitch, because that's when his legs are weak and he throws himself into challenges that I suspect Amorim should be taking note of this. But like I said, they have so much on their plate that they cannot observe this. What I'm saying, if you check the games where the yellow card Casemiro has collected, it's between the 75 to 90 minutes of the game. So you should know. Try and take him out so that he's the only sensible midfield option that we have for the position. That's for the two midfield. So I'm should take note. Ahmad is it's so petulant. I don't know. Ahmad should be told that he's a 10 and 10 assists more than the score. The obsession of him trying to score goals every time, and come on, bring in more people to your game, pass the ball, find your striker. Ahmad is still a child. He's playing like a child, and I don't know what else to say, but he should add crosses to his game. It's not every time you run in and try to cut. Sometimes cross. Look for your striker. He's always predictable, because once he brings his head down, tries to dribble, the end product is usually to score or pass back. Find your 9. That should be the message to Ahmad. Find your 9 and you will be a very prosperous footballer. Find your 9. You cannot do it on your own. Same with Mbeumo, but Mbeumo, because of the goals he scored last season, so we can just still let him, and he crosses the ball in the box more often than Ahmad. But the obsession of scoring, sometimes once you cut like that, the keeper knows you want to bend. The same thing goes with when Anthony was there. Change, do something else. Confuse the defender and the keeper. Pass, find the last man. All these things are very important. Now, Cunha, I mean, he's always obsessed about scoring. Whenever he holds the ball, he's like a one-man mopo. You should know that he's no more in worse. This is Manchester United. Play with your teammates. You open doors for yourself by playing with your teammates. Once you pass the ball here, you open up. You might even be returned. The pass might come back to you in a better position. You cannot dribble the whole field. Cunha, you can't dribble the whole field. I understand that's how you scored your 15 league goals in Wolves, but this is Manchester United. You have other good players around you. Try and use them. Use your teammates. Now, Shesko, I don't want to say much about it, because the 2 goals he has scored is like it's his own doing. Nobody, no assist. How we are 2 striker, the two goals that striker has scored this season, there's no direct assist. So you just know that there is no intention to give him the ball. The midfielders are not intentional to pass the ball to our striker. So overall, Sesko performance is perfect, good, and so Sesko and Lemans are the two players that I feel right now. There's so much that I don't have probably any lapses to say about them. They are just quite okay. So still stay tuned to this channel. We'll be talking about the lapses of different players. So we just pick different match to a different match to analyze and talk about the individual player of their lapses and what they can improve on to make them better players. So players should follow me. We do deep analysis on this. Thank you, and follow the channel.